going on? It's Fist bringing it straight from our from you because that's what I do. You're watching some MK14 beasting, 75 kills, gameplay. Marksman, that's the new class. Now, you're probably wondering, why, Fist, are you showing this gameplay? Because as a Call of Duty historian, scientist, you know, I'm basically know Call of Duty inside and out. And when you interpret the way people talk to you, like developers, you start to understand and develop a picture of how this game is going to turn out. Now, if you've been not really following the news because you really don't care, you're just a casual player, I can understand that, but that's what I'm here to break it down for you and tell you what's going down. Now, earlier, Eric Beisman made some comments about the sniper quickscoping being removed. Then a clarification came from Mark Rubin saying that the idle sway is basically deleted from the game. Basically, the module that stops the centering of the reticle going in a figure 8 while aiming down the sights. So when you aim down the sights in the new Call of Duty Ghost, in other Call of Duties, you'll notice that the vertical or the red dot in the reticle would do a figure 8 in a horizontal direction. So it would go from left to right, and it'd be like skating, like a figure 8. So if you just sat there and you watch the little red dot, you'll notice that. But in the new Call of Duty, in regards to other Call of Duties and snipers, this is how it's going to work. You are going to get a vertical figure 8 in the sniper rifle. So, for example, if you go to quickscope somebody while the sniper rifle is performing this vertical figure 8, that's where the bullet's going to wind up at. So, it's not going to quickscope where you pull in the scope at, unless you stop, aim, and you have to stop and aim, and that's going to stop the vertical sway. Especially if you're just standing there and you're not doing anything and you're just pointing it wherever it's at. You have to remember, it's not going to be exact, but it's going to move in a vertical figure 8. So no longer is the module, I forgot what it's called, that reduces idle sway on the snipers does exist. So in regards to quickscoping with Black Ops 2, where you put this module on your sniper rifle and it's just like there's no idle sway. So when you quickscope, that's where wherever the red dot is, that's where it's gonna hit, and that's the bottom line. And that's what's changed in Call of Duty Ghost. I'm telling you right now, before even the patch comes out, that's what's going to happen. Based on my Call of Duty knowledge and past history, and that's what's going to happen. Now, I found it very fascinating that the first paragraph in the rebuttal to all the responses from Eric Beisman to Mark Rubin back to the public in his 3-paragraph response was the Marksman is basically going to replace the sniper rifle. So you're going to get like a hybrid SUV, something like what you're seeing right here in front of me, the MK14. And the thing is that this weapon, I understand it doesn't kill in one shot, but it's going to kill you in 2 shots, easy anywhere. And it's going to put a lot of damage on you with 1 shot. So if you even get hit by it, you're going to get damage, and it's not going to matter. So you're going to get this thing is going to be like the SVU, and it's going to be able to shoot you down really fast. So when I seen Mark Rubin say that Marksman is the first thing out of his mouth, and that the fact that they've created a whole new class, and I've already said this in my other video, that Infinity Ward and every Call of Duty studio is infamous for this. Instead of like making and addressing the problems from the past and and making things better in the next game, they just add something on there without even testing the idea, and it just becomes another problem that they have to address. So instead of addressing the snipers and the SMGs and the assault rifles and the LMGs, they added marksman. One-shot weapons like the MK14, the G3, etc., etc., etc. And now you are going to have a one-shot weapon that is basically like the sniper. The only difference is that, you know, you're going to have a little bit more idle sway. Big fucking deal. That's not going to make any difference if you put a red dot on it like this was a silencer. I mean, here's the thing you got to look at. When you pick up marksman, you want to know which attachments, because the PC people are going to break this down immediately, which attachments are going to have the most reduction. And then you take on the redundant perks that they have that are like the Pick 9 perk system. There's a couple of redundant perks that are already on there. So there's pro versions and then there's regular versions. Some people just don't understand that. But there are. And you couple that with the marksman, man, people are going to get their ass raped with the marksman. You're going to get raped with the marksman. And they can add all the idle sway you want. If you ADS with the marksman and you're making a whole class, there's not much you could do with it. And on top of that, they're adding 3-round bursts to the marksmen as well. Listen, I don't even have to say anything else. When I seen their first sentence in the rebuttal from people complaining about them taking out quick scoping, bottom line is that marksman's going to be the best weapon in the game. That's what's going to happen. And they said, oh, the weapons are going to be balanced. You know, whatever. I mean, if you're going to run around with the marksman rifle, like you can run around with the MK14 with steady aim off it, and it's still going to hit off the hip. And if it doesn't hit off the hip, then I'll just use a pistol for short range. That's really it. I mean, this basically the marksman with the pistol is the new sniper from Black Ops 2 is what it is. So, I mean, you take it for what you want. That's going to be my interpretation. I believe that the marksman is nothing but a glorified sniper that's going to be in Ghost. And then the only difference in the sniper is that you're going to still be able to quick scope. But the fact is that the vertical sway idle is going to be harder for long distance shots. So let's say, for example, you're aiming at somebody's head. You're not going to be able to aim in on somebody far away. And you're not going to be able to aim in close because the vertical figure 8 is going to be faster up close, and it's going to be moving too much for far away. It's going to be great for medium range. I mean, you might be able to quick scope medium range, but you're not going to be able to do it long range, and you're not going to be able to do it short range. And you're definitely not going to be able to no scope off of that because the idle sway is going to be so vertical and up and down that you're not going to be able to hit nothing. Now, I could be all wrong. I mean, there could be enough people that cry about it that it could just change. Anyways, those are my opinions. I hope you enjoyed this ass whipping with the marksman. Until next time, get the fuck out of here.